Hello, welcome to Plants by Genus. So what I want to do in this video is try to go through, at the beginning anyway, all the plants from Harvestcraft and Plants mods in 1.12. I will try and extend this to other mods, including like Plant Megapack in 1.7.10. And the general idea is that I want to look at the genus of all the different plants, obviously. But I will include sort of additional information. In this first episode it will be slightly different, but in subsequent episodes the general format will be I kind of I transcribe what I've put in my notes. So I write notes before each episode, and then that will be the first part of the episode, and the second part of the episode will be I go over my notes just to check they actually make sense in the video. So it'll be a good way to actually review what I've looked at already as well, and it's also a case that I want to get my notes, my note taking better. I mean, there may not even be need for a second part if I actually make my notes better, but at this point I haven't really done that. But yeah, in general, and there's a few other points to make as well. The points I wanted to make is that with plants, doing everything by genus is actually an advantage, because it could be like a tag you put in to sort of say, you know, just to make, because I do a lot of I've done a lot of these sort of plant videos and stuff, and I do think that like if you do everything by genus, it makes it easier to, you know, to start developing all this stuff, make it more integral to the game. I was actually thinking of one scenario where if you had, there's a pink strawberry that grows in the Himalayas, and if you have a regular strawberry, like for instance we got a strawberry plant, if you could somehow extract the strawberry, and then you could, you know, mutate that, mutate the pink strawberry and mutate that color into a regular strawberry. The pink strawberry it does not edible. But if you could extract the colour, put it into an edible strawberry, you know, imagine you use like a presser. You pressed out the strawberry, you know, like essence, and then put it into a regular strawberry. And then because there's certain food types that perhaps people will be more likely to eat based on, you know, the colour or the size and things like that. I thought that was quite an interesting concept anyway. And it's obviously, it's an interesting concept for a small mod, isn't it? That you had a small mod where you would take something inedible and you could make it edible. You could actually make that process of making something edible an actual game process. And the other thing I was thinking about is whether the thing about the biome thing is that, in a sense, like a lot of the plants, it doesn't really matter where you looked at that plant. It would always be the same because it's, you know, genetically the same. So it makes me think that the biome stuff, I've often felt the biome stuff is a bit less relevant than some of the other stuff. They were just my thoughts on it. I won't do this in any subsequent episode, but I did want to just mention that very briefly. Okay, so let's start with apples. There we go. And yeah, I mean, what I'll do, I guess, is do kind of, I can always put the product itself in a chest. So that's one way of doing it. Obviously, for the ones which have got a tree, it's kind of convenient. Yeah, and unfortunately, I'm not sure how to disable the advancement stuff. It's super. Yeah. Hopefully, I can kind of get rid of it. I may have to just do it to make it go away, but we'll see. So we have apple, and this genus. I'll put the genuses in caps. And what I'll do is I'll make sure that the only thing in caps is the genus. So there we go, apple malice. So yeah, that is what we have there. Okay, so that's cool. And I probably, I was thinking how I want to use, because I can use a well, can't I? To yeah, that is not going to go away, is it? I've noticed that it just stays on the screen, this stuff, until you do it. I wonder if by doing that it will actually go away. Maybe. Maybe if you cheat, it realizes you're cheating and it will go away. We'll see. So apple is malice. Then I want to go on to the rose. So what do we have in rose? Well, we have blackberry and raspberry. So let's put them down. So blackberry and raspberry. And the whole aim is to try to go through like all of the that one I haven't looked up yet. So that may things like that may be you know, like something like that. I mean, then again, I don't want to say it. Let's just focus on. This is the thing. When you do this, it's very easy to get distracted from and look at other things. Very easy. So I'm going to try to focus on everything, even if I see something where, you know, what I will do is probably just keep it all in this world, in this map. So if I do additions to it, I originally wanted to do the whole lot of Harvestcraft and plants in one go, but I thought, you know what, that's probably not going to work too well. Okay, so yeah, what I'll do, I think, so we'll have blackberry on this side, and then I'll put a chest here, and yeah. So there's only two. I think there's, yeah, I thought there were more guys. So we have blackberry. Okay. And then we'll put this is the rose. So it's rubus is what rose is. And then could do this slightly differently actually now I think about it. Let me just get rid of that quickly. Yep, just checking I'd actually turned it off. So yeah, it would kind of make sense to have everything like this, wouldn't it? What I'm going to do, I think, is I'm just going to go out a bit further here. Get rid of this one. And then this. So the other one is the raspberry. Okay. And obviously I want to actually have the product in here. So yeah, so that makes a lot of sense, I think. Okay, so we'll do raspberry. We'll put rubus there. Right. And then what I'll do here is we also have yeah. Okay, let's not do it like that actually. I might need a shovel for this. Yeah, I think that's fine to do it like that. So what I'm going to do now, the reason you may be wondering what I'm doing here is I was going to have nutmeg, which I wrote down is in Vitis, but it's in the Wittis. Well, I don't know how I'll say Latin. The thing about the Latin is like, actually, sorry, it's not. Oh no, nutmeg's coming. It's a little. Yeah, let's do. I could do the grapes. The grape, I do have a little bit extra to say about that. Yeah, let's just do 1, 2, 3. So I can actually go out to here, can't I? Yeah. So I'm going to put the grape seed. Where did my grapes go? There we go. So there. So basically, the genus these are in is they're the most basal clade in rosids. think that's the same. I think they're the same, right? So I've got to be a little bit careful. Okay, that looks like the final growth stage. Okay, so it doesn't really matter where I put the chest. And where did the grapes go? There we go. So we can put grapes, and then I'll put Wittis or Vitis. We can put most basil clade in. So basil always means the bottom of stuff. In rosids, and then I made this is kind of supposed to be a joke. If the problem is, it's kind of a joke, but it may also be correct, so I'm not sure. I'll just you see the problem with this stuff. For some reason, Apple is ahead of the other ones now. But, oh well. Let's forget about that then. And let's maybe I should go a different direction from here. So okay, let's do strawberry. Why not? I actually decided to do the berries first. You can probably tell here. So what do you have as strawberry? So strawberry I actually spoke about at the beginning of the video, didn't I? So that was cool. I might just put another. It doesn't necessarily matter how I do this, but and I can have so we can have strawberry. Fragaria, and I believe the pink strawberry I was referring to, it may have been the Fragaria Daltoniana. I believe it may be this one. Like I say, I will just check on some of these things at the end of the video. So that's cool. That is all I have for strawberry. So yeah, strawberries. I mean, basically, is a completely different genus. We don't want to. See, this is why I'm making sure it's all caps. Fragaria, yeah, Fragaria. Good. Put the strawberry in here. Give it the. There we go. Okie dokie. So another one I can use is. Yeah, I will just. I'm going to do something like this here. So I've got 5 that I want to use. Actually, these may be trees there. Yeah. So these are all going to be in a genus called Prunus. So we have cherry, peach. Yeah, these are all going to be trees. Apricot, almond, and plum. Okay, so this is basically completely pointless. Okay, great. So let's just cherry. I guess I'll do 2 gap. Let's put this guy here then. So yeah, that is the plum one then, isn't it? Yep, so we've got the plums there. Cherry. Doesn't like it there, does it? Need a pickaxe for that, don't I? Is that really how slow it's going to break? Could just do this in creative mode, I guess. I'm pretty sure this is the only one that's going to be a problem though. Will that be enough? There we go. I could just grow this one first. You know what? This is the almond, I'm pretty sure. Just in the interest of brevity, I will just trying to think how I might do this. Yeah, what I could have actually done was just make it all go round. Oh well. So almond, unfortunately, has been dislocated from the rest of the group. And this is prunus. And these four, we did plum on the left, so it'll be plum, cherry, apricot. Yeah, plum, cherry, peach, apricot. Yeah. Prunus. Cool. Okay, not exactly how I wanted it to go, but oh well. Let's go to the right, I guess, now. So let's do some more berries. Why not? I guess I could just do it right here. Well, I kind of like having this center point with there being nothing on it. So let's just take a bit more water. And what I want to do here is I want to go for blueberries and cranberries. So let's endeavour to do that. So we have the blueberry and the cranberry. Okay. And then we'll also get the candleberry. Well, I'll do that in a minute. Okay. So yeah, this is actually going to be entirely Harvest Craft for the first episode. I just realised that. But I do have the plants mod coming along. I do have quite a lot on that. Most of the next episode is actually going to be plants mod. So yeah, you can look forward to that. Probably don't want these two actually. I think there's actually a way to freeze the time of day. Oh, that's right. I don't know why I'm still doing this. Isn't it do daylight cycle false, right? God, I've completely forgotten. Oh well. Anyway, I will. Okay, so let's begin with blueberry. So these, what did I do here? Blueberry is in Vaccinium. I will have to check everything that I've done it correctly and put all the genus names how I want. But yeah, to be honest, the thing about this task is actually quite difficult because you have to do a lot of work for it. But it's actually also quite rewarding. You know, actually categorizing everything into their genus, which I quite like. So Vaccinium. And I believe the order may be Heath. I believe it may be Heath. Yeah. What I said at the beginning about checking each time, I may not do that. I may just sort of come back in the next episode, because I think there's various things. This is the sort of thing where you really have to. I guess if you're really interested in this topic, you're going to be looking this up anyway. So. I mean, I may look a lot of it up as well. So yeah, this actually, its final growth stage is actually that, which is kind of interesting. Okay, so that was the cranberry, wasn't it? So cranberry, and this is Vaccinium. Okay, cool. Now what is next? Well, next we have... Yeah, oh, I was already there. Candleberry. I wrote something a little interesting for this one. Okay, so this is actually probably one of the most, well, it's the most interesting thing on this video. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. There's a lot of interesting stuff, but let's just say that it is the most interesting thing on this video. So if we have, so we'll put the candleberry down, right? Where's that candleberry? Oh, you're right there. Okay, it's the candleberry. That's probably the final growth stage. Blueberry, cranberry go in here. I must have got some already. Blueberry. Where's the cranberry at? I didn't actually put any of these in here either, did I? Put the strawberry in there. You can tell I'm doing this for the first time. Okay, yeah. So we've got the candleberry there. Yeah, I mean, I could almost think of a way to format how I'm going to do it. Like for this one, right? Because I know this is like a roll-on. I'm doing something a little bit different, right? I don't know. I think it's kind of like it's almost just coming like how I want it to go, so it's fine. So this is going to be Miraca, right? Candleberry Miraca, but there is more. So used to make candles. This is obviously based on what you do in Harvestcraft as well. So that goes to bayberry wax, right? And then and these contain esters of myristic. I can't fit it in. Doesn't matter. It's actually a. So this is ester. I think is hydrogen replacement. So esters of myristic, and that is another genus. So ester is hydrogen replacement, right? Then the interesting thing is then if we take nutmeg, that is actually myristic. Myristica, yeah. That's interesting. So just put it, it's a bit of a higher plant, that one. I'll just put it here. Nutmeg. I think that's kind of so there's an interesting link between candleberry and nutmeg, I thought. So that's a sort of like one of the things I might do in this video. This sort of in this as a series even. There's just little kind of things like that. And the only other thing I have on here, which is actually potentially, now I think about it, it's actually going to give a little bit of a clue as to what the next episode will be like. And I may not even be able to grow it if I can't remember how to do it. Can you just grow it normally? Let's have a look. We will see. We have the cactus fruit. I think you can probably, yeah. And this is cactus fruit. We have this from Opuntia. Opuntia. And this is tortoises. Unfortunately, all I've written is tortoises, so I'm not quite sure the link. I would imagine they like to eat it. But the thing is, I wrote this a while ago, so I can't actually remember everything I wrote. Tortoises, yeah. And there was actually one thing I just realised I didn't put in, which is in cranberry. No, not you. I'm not quite sure what this means. But there it is anyway. Yeah, it's actually harder than you might think to remember everything here. I know I missed a couple over here, didn't I? I think I've done pretty much everything now. So yeah, just get some more plants here. So we've got cherry, we've got almond, we've got peach. Where's the apricot? This one? That's cherry. That was peach. That's almond. I thought this was almond. Wait a minute. I think I may have done this incorrectly. Where is apricot? Apricot is not here, is it? No, apricot is not there. Well, that was fortunate. Let's change this sign then. So we'll do... The problem is I've now put an almond on there as well. Well, it's just plum, cherry. Yeah, it would make sense now to cut this one down, wouldn't it? Right. Yeah. And then I can put the sign here. So this would be plum, cherry, peach, almond. We'll see if it decays. But anyway, and then this is apricot prunus. So yeah, so that will do it for this episode. See what happens in the next one. Thanks for watching.